I'm an OG. I'm 69 years old, so, I'm going to go for the people that have experience.
It was really exciting. I heard some cheers in my neighborhood. I voted for Zoran, so I'm looking forward to seeing some policies in action. I think once he's mayor, now he needs to be held accountable for all the things that he's promised.
I don't think either of the candidates were necessarily appealing because I'm not a socialist. I'm certainly more on the conservative side, but I couldn't see myself voting for any of the three candidates.
Welcome back, Warriors. It's me, Linda B. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. I want to talk about New York and Mamdani again. Yes, again. But we have New Yorkers who are being interviewed on the street and they are commenting on Mamdani. That is what I'll be talking about today on Chat with me, Linda B. All right, Warriors, you know what to do. Give me that thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, select all notifications, stick around to the very end. Let's go. All right, so we already know that Mamdani won the New York City mayor's race just a few days ago. And yes, we have these independent reporters who are out on the streets of New York getting people's reactions to the news. So let's take a watch.
Nope.
Did you have a candidate that you preferred?
Cuomo. I'm an OG. I'm 69 years old, so, I'm going to go for the people that have experience.
It was really exciting. I heard some cheers in my neighborhood. I voted for Zoran, so I'm looking forward to seeing some policies in action. I think once he's mayor, now he needs to be held accountable for all the things that he's promised.
I'm currently not a New York City resident, but I was for about 25 years, and I moved about 2.5 years ago. Kind of glad I did. I don't think either of the candidates were necessarily appealing because I'm not a socialist. I'm certainly more on the conservative side, but I couldn't see myself voting for any of the three candidates.
Definitely was interesting to see the results of Zoran getting the win and beating out a Democrat that's been in power for a while. It's more just wait and see if he can deliver all of his promises.
What do you think of Zoran Mamdani's win?
I think that it's dope. It's dope, I don't really know anything about any of that, but I think it's dope.
You think it's dope that he won?
I don't know. I just think it's dope.
Who won? Okay, Mamdani won.
Mamdani? Who?
Zoran Mamdani.
Oh yeah, he's the governor now, right?
Mayor.
Mayor.
Oh,
All I gotta say is best of luck to New York. I hope everyone's doing well.
Need it.
We're gonna need. We're gonna need luck.
So y'all beef with him?
We're gonna need luck if he's the mayor. We're gonna need luck if he's the mayor.
Wait, bro. That's the dude that 26 billionaires paid for him to not win or some shit, and he won anyway. That's the same dude.
I'm not sure.
I think I seen that on No Jumper, bro. Right?
I don't know.
Oh damn, I don't know. Yeah, oh damn. Well, shout out to New York. Whatever is best for New York, is good for New York.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
Yeah, bro. Sinunami.
Difference of opinion, and yeah, I think it's amazing. But obviously, as non-resident,
So, like, if a Nazi ran, you think that'd be good? Difference of opinion?
well, I suppose that's not too dissimilar from where the politics is going in America at the moment. So yeah, I would say that.
You think that Nazism is similar to where America is
Well,
right now?
it's obviously quite a black and white perspective. No, I don't think so. But it's certainly quite a different view with Zoran being.
Sure, I agree. I just don't always think that this difference of opinion is a good thing.
So what do you think of him winning? Are you happy with
I think it's terrible.
Really? Why is that?
Well, socialism has never worked. He's a socialist.
Yeah.
It has never worked. It will never work. It's not an optimal system, even when you implement small portions of it.
Okay.
The things he wants to do are just going to cause more chaos. He wants to not send police officers to violent mental health crises. He wants to send social workers. It's going to result in social workers getting harmed or killed.
Okay.
Furthermore, he wants to freeze rent, which is just going to cause, when the intention is to get poor people housing, it's going to cause poor people's conditions to be worse because the landlords are not going to upkeep the buildings when the rent is frozen.
Yeah.
They have no incentive to. The buildings are going to go to shit. They're going to run out of power. They're not going to have
But do you not
fuel.
think it will be like moderated with like, it's not just the one man running the show, right? But it will be.
Well, yeah, but if you freeze the rent, the landlords are not going to upkeep the buildings.
Okay.
And then it's like, okay, well, if the government comes in and steps in and pays for the upkeep of the buildings, who's paying for that? Where's the money come from?
Yeah, well, it's a good question. Anyway, well, sorry, that was just.
I appreciate it.
Thought, yeah, no, what's that for, by the way?
I'm just live on YouTube.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, these people, some of them don't even know what's going on. They was like, oh, he won governor. No, he's the mayor. That one guy is like, he just thinks it's dope. I don't know anything about that stuff. It's just dope. These people are out here voting, and young people, like that young woman said that she heard the cheers and she's excited to see Zohran Mamdani implement, all the promises that he made while on the campaign trail. But can he even do those anyway? They have to be ran by city council. So, but they can get by the city council by getting certain city council members to approve everything. Remember that. Well, he can't do that. He's got to go through city council. Chicago has people on their city council that are not even legal to this country. So city council doesn't mean much if you look at it like that, if they're going to run things like Chicago does. Not saying New York is going to do that, but that is just, all of that is a mess. And remember that socialism has actually never, ever worked, because you will eventually run out of somebody's money. Okay, you're going to run out of other people's money. It's going to eventually run out, because that's what it is built on, over taxation. Rich people leave, the people that are left will be the ones who are middle class and poor, and they are going to be taxed astronomically. And the whole point about the rent freeze is what we've already been through that on this channel. The landlords won't be making any money, so they don't have the money to upkeep the buildings. Zohran Mamdani knows that. The whole point is to be able to say, I'm going to overtake the buildings, because he knows that they're going to have fines that are astronomical if he's able to implement this stuff in the first place. So let's just say he is. The people will not be able to pay the fines. The landlords will not be able to pay the fines. Okay, fines will not be able to be paid, and the city is going to keep coming saying, you got this long. Now we're going to come in and overtake the building because you haven't fixed it up like you are supposed to. You are a bad landlord. When it is actually not that they are a bad landlord. The whole system, the socialist system, makes it so they cannot earn a living. So those in New York, you're going to need a lot of prayers. I don't believe in luck per se, but I do believe in the prayers of the righteous. You all have really done it to yourselves. And maybe this is what it took. The Bible talks about King Saul, when the people of Israel kept begging God for a king. Well, then he gave them what they wanted, and they regretted what they asked for. You guys might end up in that very same position, regretting what you asked for. Okay, because sometimes God will give us what we've been begging for just to prove to us that you didn't need it in the first place. Don't forget, guys, that I am here live most Mondays through Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on YouTube. I go live with the Warrior family, interact and highlight your comments. Don't forget, right here on YouTube, Mondays through Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell me, guys, what do you think about this whole thing? Give me your comments below. Don't forget to like the video, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, select all notifications. You all be blessed. Love God, your families, these United States of America, and march on, warriors.